You've probably seen the ad. Sell t-shirts online.no, inventory.no, upfront cost, automated income. It sounds responsible. Low risk.no, warehouse.no, boxes in your garage. Just upload designs and collect money while you sleep. And if you're between 30 and 45, that pitch hits differently. You don't want to be an influencer. You don't want to day trade crypto. You just want a rational second income stream. So you open a browser at 11:30 p.m. You type, print on demand business. You see screenshots. $12,000 months. $27,000 months. Beginner friendly. And you think, this is practical. Here's the uncomfortable part. Most people who try print on demand quit within 90 days. Not because it doesn't work, but because they misunderstand what they're actually building. And that misunderstanding is expensive. Not in money, in time. The danger isn't inventory. It's invisibility. Print on demand feels safe because you don't buy stock. But your real investment isn't cotton. It's attention. And attention is brutally competitive. Uploading 100 random designs doesn't create a business. It creates digital clutter. Here's the reframe. You are not selling t-shirts. You are building controlled demand inside a specific identity group. If you don't understand that difference, you will work for months and conclude, this doesn't work anymore. It works, but not the way you think. Let's break the illusion. Point 2. People start print on demand this year. Same age, same budget, same platform. Person A watches trend videos. Top 10 designs to sell this month. They upload 200 designs in 60 days. Funny quotes, holiday themes, random niches. Average price, $19.99. Profit per shirt after platform fees and production, about $6. They make 14 sales in 3 months. Total profit, $84. They conclude the market is saturated. Now Person B. Person B chooses one narrow niche. Left-handed nurses who love strength training. Specific. Slightly weird. Focused. Instead of 200 designs, they create 25. But every design speaks directly to that identity. Inside jokes. Gym humor only nurses would understand. Language that feels tribal. They price at $27.99. Profit per shirt, $11. They don't rely only on marketplace traffic. They post short-form content where nurses already gather. 6 months later, Person A has uploaded 400 designs. Revenue, $310. Burnout level, high. Person B has sold 420 shirts. Average monthly profit, $1,540. Same platform. Different philosophy. One built products. One built positioning. That's the real business. Let's make this concrete. Assume you sell 50 shirts per month. That sounds modest. At $6 profit each, that's $300 per month. $3,600 per year. Over 10 years? $36,000. Now increase margin to $11 per shirt. Same 50 sales. $550 per month. $6,600 per year. Over 10 years? $66,000. That's a $30,000 difference. From pricing and positioning alone. Now extend the timeline. 20 years. At $3,600 per year. $72,000. At $6,600 per year. $132,000. Same effort. Different strategy. And here's where it compounds. If you reinvest $500 per month into index funds averaging 8% annually, in 10 years that's roughly $91,000. In 20 years, around $295,000. In 30 years? Over $680,000. From t-shirts. Stop. This isn't about becoming a fashion mogul. It's about turning controlled digital demand into a cash flow engine. Small margins multiplied by time become six-figure assets. But only if the margins exist. Now you might be thinking, the market is saturated. Yes, so is coffee. So is fitness. So is consulting. Saturation isn't the problem. Generic positioning is. Or maybe, I'm not creative. You don't need abstract creativity. You need empathy. Can you understand a niche deeply enough to speak their language? That's a skill. Or, what if trends change? They will. That's why you build around identity, not trends. Left-handed nurses will still exist in 10 years. Random meme shirts? Probably not. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most people don't fail at print on demand because it's hard. They fail because it's slow. And slow feels like failure in a culture addicted to screenshots. Print on demand exploits two biases. First, low-risk bias. No inventory feels safe, so you underestimate the effort required. Second, immediacy bias. You expect feedback quickly. When sales don't appear in 30 days, your brain interprets silence as rejection. But business growth is nonlinear. For months, nothing. Then small traction. Then repeat customers. Look at companies like Nike. They didn't scale because they printed random slogans. They built identity. Or consider Etsy sellers who dominate niches for years. It's not volume. It's resonance. Your competition isn't better designers. It's distracted entrepreneurs. Patience is the moat. Platforms want volume. They make money whether you succeed or not. Uploading endlessly benefits them, not necessarily you. The algorithm rewards click-through rate, conversion rate, repeat behavior, which means focused brands win, not scattered catalogs. Print on demand is not passive income. It is front-loaded effort with delayed payoff. The system rewards people who can tolerate boring consistency. If you need excitement, this will frustrate you. If you're going to do this, do it properly. Step 1. Choose a niche small enough to feel specific. Not fitness. Postpartum strength training moms over 35. Step 2. Validate language. Read forums, comments, reviews. Write phrases they already use. Step 3. Start with 20 to 30 high-quality designs. Not 200. Step 4. Price for margin, not volume. Aim for $9 to $12 profit per unit. Step 5. Commit to 12 months. Not 30 days. Track monthly profit. Reinvest systematically. This is not glamorous. That's the point. If you value compounding, this can quietly work. Fast forward 10 years. Version 1 of you tried print on demand for 3 months. It didn't explode. You moved on. You occasionally say, I tried that once. Version 2 stayed. You refined the niche. You improved copy. You raised prices slowly. You reinvested profits. Now your store generates $2,000 per month. Not viral. Not flashy. Just steady. That's $24,000 per year. Invested at 8% over time? You already know what that becomes. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was identity. One version of you wanted quick validation. The other was willing to be boring. Print on demand without inventory sounds modern, but the principle behind it is old. Margin. Patience. Positioning. The shirts are cotton. The asset is discipline. And 20 years from now, that distinction will be obvious. Quietly. Inevitably.